Hello everyone. So I'm here today to share my 3 favorite exercises from this week's Strong and Supple workshop. So I've picked one exercise from each day, so there'll be a good variety for you. So this is ideal if you'd like to revisit some of the exercises but perhaps you can't remember them or you're just not sure which ones to do. This is a good place to start. So we're going to start with one of the exercises from day one where we were lengthening out the body. So we're going to lie on our back to start with. Just got my towel to support the head. So we're going to come down onto the mat. And if you remember on that day one, I just talked about that setup, didn't we? So we'll just check our setup. So we've got the legs together. We're going to fan the feet out so the feet and knees are hip width. And then I'm just going to do a couple of pelvic tilts. I just want to make sure that I finish with just a slight curve under the waist there. Just the fingertips will just go under, the whole hand won't go through. That's our neutral position. We need to stay in that position while we're working. So the one I'm going to do is where we take the leg into the air and we straighten it out. We're going to add in the arms as well. So we're going to take the arms up to the ceiling to start with. Then from here we're going to float one knee up. Then as we straighten out the leg, we're going to send both arms overhead. Knees finish side by side. We bring everything back in and lower the foot down. Then we switch legs. So we float the knee. Send the arms and leg away. Bring everything back in and lower the foot back down. And off we go again. So as you send the arms over, don't forget, just work within your own range of movements. So if you can't send the arms all the way back to the floor, that's okay. Just take them back as far as you can. And when you straighten out those legs, let's really get them as straight as we can. I'm squeezing the front of my thigh to get those legs super straight. Here we go. Last one. And then we'll lower that foot down. We'll bring the arms down, ready for the next one. So this was taken from day 2 of the workshop, where we looked at mobilizing the spine. So on this one, we're going to do a hip twist. So we're going to bring the legs together for this one, okay? So you've got to imagine on this one that your ankles and your knees are super glued together. I'm just going to have my arms out to the side a little bit, and then I'm just going to check that I've still got that nice setup. So I'm still in that neutral position, still have that little curve under the waist there. So keeping those ankles and knees glued together now, I'm going to send the knees over to the side. Now, they're not going to go all the way down to the floor. No more than halfway. That will be plenty. And then I'm going to bring the knees all the way back up. And it's important that once you're back to that starting position, you finish with that little curve in the lower back again. Then we take the knees over to the other side. Keep the knees and ankles super glued together. Come back to neutral again, little curve in the waist when you've finished. And then off we go again. Now, something else that you can think about on this one is your shoulder blades. You don't want your shoulder blades to lift off the mat as you're doing this one. So you could think that your shoulder blades are super glued to the mat as well. So I think we'll just do a couple more. So I'll do this with the breathing this time. So we're going to breathe in as the knees go over to the side. And then breathe out as they come back up. Here we go. Last one. Breathing in, knees go over. And breathing out, they come all the way back up again. Wonderful. Last one. So we're going to change position for this one. So we're just going to roll onto our side. So this time, this exercise is taken from day 3. And on day 3, we were doing a little bit more strength work. So I'm going to show you how to do swimming legs again, okay? So I've got my towel rolled up. I'm going to put the heel of my hands on the towel. It just takes a bit of pressure out of the wrists. So your setup position for this, you want hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure you're looking down at the mat rather than up in front. And make sure that your back is fairly straight. You want to make sure that you haven't got a dip. Okay, that's not very good for your lower back. Okay, so I'd rather you have it a little bit straighter than a big dip. Okay, my shoulders are down, away from the ears really well. So on swimming legs, we're going to slide the leg away. We're going to take it up to hip height. So, should we do this one with the breathing as well? I think so. So we're going to take a breath in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, we're going to slide one leg away, take it up to hip height, and then breathe in as you lower it back down. Then we switch legs. So we breathe out, straighten out the leg, and breathe in as it returns. And again, breathe out, straighten out the leg. That's it. Let's do a few more. So make sure that you don't let that lower back dip. Okay? Think about keeping it straighter rather than letting it dip. Okay, now when those legs go out, nice straight legs. Okay, don't want to bend at the knee, get them as straight as you can. Here we go, here's our last one. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to finish off in a shell stretch, so we're just going to sit back towards the feet. We're going to reach the arms forward, and we're going to feel that nice stretch all the way down the spine. And then we can bring ourselves back up to sitting. So they are my three favourite exercises from the workshop. So have a little go at those, see how you feel afterwards, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.